you're listening to Radio Unifurse. We're live from a bunch of places tonight. We're out in Charlotte, and tonight we have Romeo Rabbit.
Hey, how you doing?
Origami Gryphon.
Howdy!
And Pepper Coyote.
I'm back.
Yes.
Welcome back, sir.
And we're probably going to have a Justin, but at the moment he is out getting dinner, so hopefully he'll be back. So this is the I Have Survived FIU show, for those who have actually gone.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Did anyone else die? Like, am I the only one who is completely immune to whatever con crud actually is?
I guess so.
I have never once... I've gotten con hungover, but that's about it.
You know what that means? That means if there's a zombie apocalypse, you're going to be just fine.
Oh, that means they're going to have to, like, Will Smith, or at that point, I guess, Jaden Smith will have to track me down and do blood tests on me.
Where are you going to be next?
In Seattle, in, what is it, like, September 25th? I better remember that date, because that's the date my next album comes out, I think. That's when it's supposed to come out. It scares me. Rainforest, for some reason, someone has said that it'd be a good idea if I'm the musical dude of things. No one on staff, I think, actually knows what I do in my live shows, because they've never seen it.
Really?
Heck, nobody in my hometown has seen it. Really, just everybody on the East Coast has, but apparently I have enough word of mouth, and someone liked me enough that they're like, you should come out and do concerts. They're like, let's set up the flights and stuff. By the way, what do you do? Like, what do you need for your show? Like, oh, I just bring all my stuff. Okay, so you want us to get you, like, some musicians for a band? No, I just kind of, you'll see. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What time am I on stage? So I have a concert, which is going to be at some point, I think all my stuff is Friday, actually. I should have a concert, like, Friday night, which will be the 26th of September. Then I have, like, panels earlier that day, and I think one on Saturday. And I'll be at the opening ceremonies, and the closing one's doing something, but they don't really know, so I'm hoping they'll just let me do what I want, which would be ideal.
This won't be as
Just
cool
give me an open stage for 7 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Trust me, it'll be fine.
Pepper doodles happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have to have our. It's a tradition now. We have to.
Yeah, just MS Paint and a tablet. What was the title on that?
Musical dude of things.
Okay.
Musical duty things.
Okay.
I'll be duding up all those
I'll
things.
have Mary color this.
With mine shenanigans. This is like my own personal live, like, sketch stream where I show up and they draw my face.
Yes.
It's like win, lose, or draw, but not really.
Win, draw, and then draw.
It's talk,
Yeah.
draw, and more talking.
I mean, who just died and their mic fell over?
That was,
But-
you want to know what that was? That was a pencil falling onto the
I
desk.
thought it was your
That was
cat.
How big was that pencil?
Well, the microphone is on its stand, but the stand is on a desk, so any kind of...
There we
That was the most resonant pencil.
go. So, what did you do at FAU?
I was the cons bitch for like the 30 hours I was there, because I showed up, here's your table, you have rehearsal in 45 minutes, have you slept? Whatever, okay, so then you have a show in 2 hours, and then after that you have a show an hour after that, and then you have a free 4 hours, go to sleep, wake up, you have a show at noon, then your plane leaves at 6, have fun.
Wow, it's like you're on tour.
Yeah, I was scheduled the whole time, it was really cool.
Oh, wow.
But at the same time, I didn't get to freaking see that many people. I saw them, but then I had to say, "How you doing? I gotta go to a thing." And I didn't have to do nearly as much stuff as Foxamore did, because they wanted him in on everything, and he had his own panels to do. I just had to do 3 shows. He had 3 shows, a panel, a guest appearance at a panel, and his own panel. So I have no idea what he was doing the whole time. But he doesn't fursuit or anything, so he seems like that's just he's comfortable just being scheduled the entire time. He's so freaking chill. He's the chillest man in the universe.
He handles it well. He does. He really does.
He is an awesome dude.
Origami, what did you do besides walk around as a sack cat?
FAU was actually very low-key for me. Other than suiting, I pretty much hung out in my room or went out to eat and didn't do a whole lot of anything, really. It was a very
And-
low-key con.
Where is FAU held?
It's
FAU
in
is in
Whippany, New Jersey.
Joyzy.
Noisy.
It was the most excited I've ever been to go to New Jersey.
There were also, 4 weddings over the course of FAU?
FAU, it's the most fun you'll ever have in New Jersey. We guarantee it.
I wish it was closer to the airport is the only problem I have. There's a Marriott directly across from the airport, and then there's another one 20 miles away from it, which is where the con is held. So the cab ride was $60.
Did the con pay for it?
Ah,
Someone picked me up, they're like, nope.
Yeah.
What,
I'm
the
gonna
con
pick you up.
didn't pick you up?
No, but they paid for the cab, and I was like, you guys, are you sure you... Like, yeah, we have nobody. Nobody, we're all busy. We'll just pay for the cab. I don't think the con did. I think Dragoneer just paid for it himself. Because I don't think that... He can't use budget money for that, because they don't have a budget big enough.
Jeez, though, how many miles was that for a $60 cab?
Like 20 miles.
Sheesh.
One way.
And Zenaku, yeah, I haven't been in the Clockwork Chat. I haven't been anywhere this week because I've been bedridden with Concrud. I have just been asleep and being miserable.
Aw.
Origami, I'm so sorry.
Woo. I'm almost over it now, so I'm good.
That's good.
I don't know what I would do if I had a week of sick.
So,
Enjoy being away from kids.
Yeah, but I don't trust substitute teachers, and nobody knows how to cover my class, so then they just, have to take the kids who are supposed to go to music and just give them to other teachers, and then everyone might come back, it's like, oh, you shouldn't have missed school, because it makes everyone else's life terrible.
Oh yeah, let me spread my sickness to all these other kids. We'll spread it to other kids, and it'll just keep going.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, you'll enjoy what... If you haven't gotten your con crud yet, you will by the end of the school year get something. Because I was teaching, and every month I got something.
But it's okay. They need to build up that immunity.
Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, how's it
Hi,
going?
good evening.
Welcome to the shenanigans.
Group, meet Justin.
Yeah.
Hi, Justin.
Justin, meet group.
Hey, nice to meet you folks, and I hear familiar voices and I hear new voices, so very cool. First, I want to apologize for not being on last week. Started to feel really sick, and then all of a sudden my internet connection decided to take on me. You know, we had no internet until about 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, pretty much surfing the internet with my phone.
Glad that you are back.
I appreciate it.
Also, Origami had to take off. She is not feeling well. She is recovering from FAU. It took an extended stay back home with her.
She is recovering from Jersey.
Yeah. New Jersey is apparently infectious.
New Jersey,
Right.
the garden state. Origami is just allergic to that garden. You know, if it wasn't so popular to make fun of New Jersey, I freaking love New Jersey, and I don't understand why, because no one else seems to. It seems so popular to dislike. I'm all about New Jersey, and I don't know why. Probably just because I like people who live there. After I've been on this West Coast thing, not even West Coast, Southwest for so long, going back to where everyone is how I like for them to act was freaking great. Everybody was rude, nobody was smiling, but we got a lot of done really quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think New Jersey gets a bad rap. By the way, do you have any moments of this year's FAU that were particularly memorable for you?
Everything I did at it was the greatest thing I've ever done with my life, or at least at cons. You have to remember, I got there, like I was describing a couple of weeks ago, what was going to happen. It happened. I left at midnight on Friday. I got there at 10 a.m. East Coast time. Got at the hotel at like 11. And then if you guys weren't here last week, and most of you were, but I was like the replacement dude for a very talented singer named Colson, who you might have heard of. Colson or Travis Ratledge, whichever you want to say. Him and Foxamore have done a whole bunch of like collaborations, and they record together all the time. And Colson was supposed to be guest GOH with Foxamore to do a super duper concert, and then work happened, and Colson couldn't go. So with a week out, Foxamore was like, "I'm tagging you in. You're coming to Jersey." Like, oh my god! So I learned songs. I've never played with him, and then Matt Ebel was going to be there as well. So we have two crazy good musicians, and then me. We figured out a song list in like an hour. We had an hour of practice in a hotel room, then we walked out and did 3 shows at 3 different times. And every one of those shows was like the coolest thing I've ever done. They're so freaking professional. They picked up on the music so quickly. They harmonized instantly. It was something special. And
Which song do you think was your
so
favorite?
fortunate. That we did? Well, I want to say my song, Lighthouse, because freaking Matt Ebel he liked it enough that he learned it well. In this like 6 days after they confirmed it, we had to decide what songs. By the time he actually got that one, he had like 6 days left. He like wrote a little back harmony part, and we did that, and it was super 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 sad. And then like the closing number was Imagine, and we did this freaking acapella 3-part ending to it, and it was so cool.
Oh, that does sound really, really cool, yeah.
If you guys aren't going to concerts at cons, you need to do that. The concerts are never as full as as other totally worthwhile events. People know what the dance comp is. They go to that because they know it's going to be awesome. It's going to be very entertaining, and they get to see people in the fandom doing things well. But there are musicians like freaking. I've seen Matt Ebel with 20 people in the room, at a con of 1,000 people, I've seen me and 20 other people watch that guy, and he is so good. And there are good musicians in the fandom, but the market apparently doesn't seem to exist for it yet, and nobody really knows that good music is happening. Like, they go to the dance, the electro music has kind of taken off, and there are a few, like Fenrir and them, they sell albums and people know them, and they get on Beatport and all that stuff. But they're like good live musicians. In Orlando, you guys are kind of used to it because you have Cosmic and Rhubarb to show up, and people know about them. I would love for cons to be a thing where you go, you have the events everybody wants, are the fursuit parade, the dance comp, the concert of whoever is there, and then the dance, and like those are the 4 things everybody hits. That and like the charity auction. Like I want the concerts to be elevated to that status because I think the quality is there.
Been to Fox Amours. I got to the tail end of the concert that was at Anthrocon between Fox Amours and Amadia Albi and Alexander James and
He freaking pulls in celebrity talent for his things.
Yeah.
I caught the late night jazz show at Anthrocon. That was pretty cool. I'd love to see more of that kind of thing.
You know what? Yeah, the jazz show had a lot of people in the room, but it wasn't really necessarily packed. But it was a
like
very
40
fun...
people in there, though.
Yeah, it was a good amount of people, though.
What con had the late night jazz show?
That was Anthrocon. I was just text messaging people like, you should come here. And Amadia just like, hey, I'm doing a show. You should come watch. I'm like, okay. So I did. I wanted to watch this again next time. This is awesome.
Amadia's a sweetheart. I'm glad I got to meet her.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too. And that concert was very, very fun. I was actually glad I was able to attend that.
I popped in for a little bit for your Look Left show last year at AC, and I was going to see if you guys wanted to play again during the live Unifurse, and I found out that you had broken up, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. The band that was Look Left is now the solo project that is Look Left.
Oh, okay.
So we're still releasing, by we, I mean I, still releasing under that name because I wrote all this stuff anyway, which sounds like I'm full of myself, but
No,
I
you
really
wrote
did. I wrote all the material. Except for a few sets of lyrics, which are all like thoroughly credited if you look on the inside of the thing or check online. I'm carrying on at least the stuff that I wrote for sure, and the new material. Well, it'll still sound pretty much like it did before, except the live act will no longer have 4 people. It will just be me and all of the toys that I bought, a looper pedal and such. The thing I'm doing now is kind of working. It's taking off. People are apparently talking about it because I got it. I went to FAU because of it. So I'm really excited to do the thing in RF and to get it around a little bit more because people who seem to like it, and I don't know why.
Hey, we'll keep pimping it.
I did have a Megaplex and it went, oh my god, it's so well. The previous con had like the best thing I've ever done, the most fun I've had, most honored I've been or whatever, and it continues to top itself.
I was completely ecstatic that you were at Megaplex this year. That was like a little treat for me. I didn't know you were going to actually be there. And so when I heard that you were going to actually be at Megaplex, I was like, okay, I finally get to meet you in person and finally get to see you actually perform. It was nice to see that you were there, and it's nice to see that you'll be coming back.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to come back. And I'll definitely be back at FAU because they said they're going to bring me back to that too, which is super exciting.
Pepper, whenever you'd like to play, it's all you.
Oh man. Talking about all this dumb music I'm doing,
It's the Pepper Coyote show now.
I should put my money where my mouth is and actually do a friggin' song.
Hey, your music isn't down there.
Can you guys hear my guitar?
I cannot hear your guitar, I can hear you.
Do you hear anything? Like, even a little bit of guitar?
A little bit, but it's very low.
Hold up a second. Allow me to louden myself. How loud is this guitar?
Perfect.
Perfect.
It's not overbearing. It's a little bit soft, but it's, if you want to...
If I were to sing a thing, play guitar at the same time, can you hear both at once?
There we go.
Yeah, perfect.
Is it,
Nice.
Like, it's blended well? Like, you can actually hear the guitar?
It did, yes, very
Oh,
well.
sweet.
I am so jealous of your singing capability.
Is it loud? Too quiet? I can make it louder. I can make it
No,
quieter.
it is perfect.
It is spot
Sweet.
on. Bang on.
So what I did is I had to go grab a little soundboard, and then so I could take the outs from the whole soundboard and plug it into my one input, so it blends. I'm gonna become like some weird Twilight Zone thing where it's just me in a room alone with all of my music objects. And I've just gone insane. I no longer talk to anyone but my boards and wires.
Instead of an old cat lady, you could be the guitar guy.
Oh my god, I know those people. All right.
Casio keyboard, I'll never leave you.
This song is called Not Giving Up. It has like a full band version, which you could find on my FA or whatever, but this is the me and an acoustic guitar version. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. not letting the dark be the reason I give myself for the kind of person that I have been. I can't change for you, so I'll change for me. I'll be alone for now, for then. Strolling around trying to figure it out, a way to justify my second chances. My mind wanders far, but it keeps landing on you. Who's left to blame this time? Am I a victim of my circumstances? No, I can't. The smoking gun, but not the bullet that it threw. Painted a picture of what I had in my mind. Another hand to hold. I didn't like what I saw, who I turned out to be. So now you're leaving. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. Not letting the dark be the reason I give myself for the kind of person that I have been. I can't change for you, so I'll change for me. I'll be alone for now, for then. Words fly like a burning knife into the person who's my only anchor. It wasn't too much weight, but rather the rigidness of my stubborn mind, and I can't stop thinking about it. Regret flows in too late to prevent the things that I said, the things that I meant at the time, but not once I gave the tape back. Painted a picture, what I was trying to find. Another piece of gold. Finally figured out that the villain was me. So now I'll leave it. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. Not letting the dark be the reason I give myself for the kind of person that I have been. I can't change for you, so I'll change for me. I'll be alone for now, for then. And that's that song. Applaud into your microphones.
I feel like we're NPR right now.
Fantastic.
That was great.
Oh, thanks.
You got a lot of passion into your singing and the stuff that you do, so I'm pretty impressed.
Rubber Texas Freebird.
Oh, thank you very much.
Can you actually do Freebird?
Oh, it's in, what is it, F minor?
It's kind of slow.
I only know the solo section.
Oh, if someone says Freebird to Bucktown, he usually plays Never Gonna Give Up.
Yeah, he did that at Megaplex, actually.
Yeah.
I think, if I remember right.
That's his thing.
At FAU, that happened twice at 2 different shows, and Matt Evil stopped the show and tried to, he's like, all right, you're coming up to sing it. And then they stopped requesting Freebird.
Nice.
It's pretty great. People don't even know what that song is anymore, and they just say it because they know it's a thing they're supposed to say. It's like, you're 20 years old, you don't remember Freebird.
It's a hippie song from the 70s.
You're here tomorrow.
Yep.
I guess you can say, like, I played it on Guitar Hero 2. Which work out. Yeah, G, that's right. I figured that out eventually. Alright, I think I can do like an upbeat one as well, which will be
Go for
more
it.
fun. And then that'll be the end.
It's all you, dude.
I've been used to doing these songs on loopers, so I get to like, I play the part, and then I hit like play, and then it just loops for me, so I get to stop playing guitar and stop thinking about it. So
Nice.
doing this at the same time is kind of weird, because I haven't done it in a while.
Medieval kind of does something like that too.
It's Pepper Coyote unplugged.
Except it took like 20 plugs to make this happen.
I'm sorry.
If this totally bombs, I'm super sorry, but I think I can do it.
Hey, we'll give you a plug for your plug, so you can plug while you plug.
This is also off the new album that comes off on on the 25th. Has a full band version if you want to hear it on my FA. I am Pepper Coyote username. Yeah. I don't know what some of these kids are really going for. If the shoe fits well, put it on. Give me something I can keep. Radio chirps politely. Are there 2 or more? Could you please be more specific when asking where to sleep? Don't drop your wallet out a window on a bloodstring. If I count the hours in my head, I'd come up with 21. It's another word for scientist. But all I'm trying to say is if all roads lead west from here, shouldn't we be flying? If all gods have made poor sinners, what's to keep from taking off? Let's go from the earth to the crowd, to the edge. Yeah, let us fall. You can go to the stage if people want you there. See us dance without the snow. Point your cameras at our feet. Drop it low. Put the yellow in the smoke machine. You can dance with all the boys, move like machinery. Pump a shotgun, hit the floor and get us screaming. If I look like someone else tonight, that's because I'm walking in their skin. We're just telling you, stand there. All I'm trying to say is if all roads lead west from here, shouldn't we be flying? If all gods have made poor sinners, what's to keep from taking off? Let's go from the earth to the crowd, to the edge. Yeah, let us fall. Oh, give me something else to say. I got it, you got it, here falling in, oh we started. I got it, you got it, here falling in, oh we started. We all fall down if we're in today. We all fall down if we're in today. If all roads lead west from here, shouldn't we be flying? If all gods have made poor sinners, what's to keep from taking off? Let's go from the earth to the crowd, to the edge. Yeah, let us fall. Oh, yeah, no, no, no.
Pepper Coyote.
Awesome, dude.
How does that sound with just me on a guitar?
It's great.
Dude, you rock. I could sit. You could. Okay, we'll give you something like an Anthrocon stage. It'll be that Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. It'll just be you, a guitar, and a chair, and a mic, and you'll just.
I need my looper
swoon an audience.
And a looper.
And a looper.
And Bruce Willis.
And Bruce Willis.
Somebody get that.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel
Bruce
wasn't
Campbell.
in
There
it.
you go.
No, it's Bruce Campbell. I think it's Bruce.
Looper?
Oh, that's Bruce
What?
Willis. That's Bruce Willis.
There's
yeah.
a film called Looper.
Oh, I see. I just jumped off the name Bruce Willis. I didn't actually.
You know, something I think about is I like art of all kinds. You know, drawn art, sung art, spoken art, and music. My mother always played on the piano, but she always plays classical music. And I'd get interested in the piano, and I'd get on there, and then I'd be like all confused and not know what the hell to do. So I never got into it. Played with guitars, I played with keyboards. If somebody were to be interested in music, couldn't read the sheet music, but knew how the thing was, because you ever look at, you know, Matthew Ebel or Fox the Moore, and once they get on the keyboard, or Bucktown Tiger too, you know, I'll throw him in there because he's awesome. It's like they put their fingers on the keyboard, and it's an extension of themselves. They know exactly what to do. It is no more difficult for them to play on the keyboard or you on the guitar as it is for anybody just breathing. Is this talent, or is this like practice, or is it a mixture of both, or what do you think?
The amount of like pain in my hands and work that it took to get even to my bad level of playing guitar, the instruments are always a ton of work, and so is singing to a degree. Like I had years and years and years of training, and I'm at my mediocre level that I am right now, because I know people who are actually really good, because if you go to music school or anything like that, or even if you just look around the internet enough, it's like obscene how many talented people there are, and how like drop in the ocean musicians end up being, because the world is so small now, and you know exactly how good or bad you are, because the internet, you can check out 10,000 videos of 10,000 people who are as good or better than you at anything that you do, and that sucks but is awesome at the same time. Eventually, but I'm sure artists are there too, where you're looking around and you just know 100,000 people who are pretty freaking good at art, and it's daunting but somehow really cool at the same time.
Yeah, and you know, everybody's got their own style of talent too. It's like, just because this person can do this thing doesn't mean, you know, that other persons can do this. My singing voice, I have a singing voice. I got a low to mid range. I can't reach the high notes that Amadia can. I can't reach the low notes that some other people can. Colson, when I was hearing him sing, you know, Starry Destination, which I think is one of my favorite songs now, and I guess you're going to be up at that list now too. It's
and holding on my
oxygen.
Finally getting by.
So
I can only do it in A minor. I cannot do it in the original. I think it's like F. It's like a fifth higher
I
than what I
can't
can
remember. It's in the car. I gave Robert my copy of Come Find Me.
That's actually, I think that's my favorite tune on that album, actually, is Starry Destination.
I like the one that they were playing live in the jazz session. It's the guy who plays the violin on the album.
Be Forever Mine. I think that
yeah.
I think that was the one.
Alexander James.
Yeah,
that
guy. Yeah.
Alexander James Franco.
Franco.
Alexander James Adams.
I think it was just James Franco.
James Adams, that's it.
Yeah, I brought the CD in the car because Robert has a working CD player, and he kept playing it over and over between his commutes to work. Would you like it? So I gave him my copy. I just wanted the signed autograph book inside the CD, so.
It's so funny because during Anthrocon, none of us could figure out what his name was.
Alexander James Adams.
I know.
The guy with the three-part name. That guy.
Well, here's
they
my
had me
question.
sing one of his frickin' songs in New Jersey too. They're like, "I'll come find me." I was like, "Can we do Kalashi?" Because that's like in my range. And he's like, "All right, let's do it." I got to frickin' try to pretend to be Coulson, then try to pretend to be Alexander James Adams. It was trippy as hell.
Yeah, he's got a good singing range too. We enjoy talent. We enjoy, you know, people who, you know, work so very hard for the fandom, and we all kind of consider this like a self-growing community. We feed off of each other's instincts and talents, and, you know, we promote each other. Okay, so I know Matthew Evil, Fox and Moore, Bucktown Tiger, they all sell their music on iTunes. Do you sell music?
Sell music everywhere. If you go on Spotify, you can give me 0.3 cents per play. If you go on iTunes, you can give me 66% of the money you're paying. If you go on Bandcamp, you can give me 85% of the purchase price. If you go on CD Baby, you can give me 75%, I think I get.
I've never heard of CD Baby.
Everybody has a different rate. But if you already integrated all your stuff on iTunes, that's totally fine as well. Like, it still helps me out, of course.
Yeah.
Or you can freaking just download all my shit off of Fur Affinity and PayPal me $10. If you really want.
I personally purchased a lot of Pepper Coyote's music, and I do recommend it.
You guys are all patrons of the arts. You go for Look Left, that's my actual official band thing, because I can't be Pepper Coyote to, like, my grandma and venues. There's, like, freaking 5 albums. 5 albums, and only one is good. Get Waiting. Waiting is actually fun. The other 4 are there, like, once you have waiting, if you really want more, you can work with the other ones. But there's good songs on there. It's just, I did not know how to record. I was so bad. I've gotten a little bit better since then, so I'm
There's a
actually proud of
song
the
that's like 3 versions of it. I can't remember the name.
Ooh.
Probably look it up. Yeah, it's like you recorded like a pop version, then there was like a more folky version, and a version in between. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I'm gonna look it up.
Are you talking about the frickin' Let It Follow?
I'm trying to think what song you did that was 3 versions, and I can't think of it either.
The frickin' But when the day comes, we'll be running again, chased down by the dark and lines of your shadow. I've never played that live.
Someone kind of like that.
I didn't even write that song. That's another Fur in the Phantom wrote it, and I liked it so much. I was like, kind of like a fully produced cover of that. And he's like, yeah, all right. So there's his version, my pop version, and then the one I did 4 years ago when I originally did it, but it bothered me for like years and years, so I redid it correctly in my mind. I do accept commissions, but nobody gets me.
Actually, that's a very good point. I think Matthew Liebel is actually taking commissions for like character songs.
Yeah, he's doing the Fox and More thing where he'll write you a theme song for like.
Yeah.
I'm way cheaper than Matt Ebel if you want a theme song.
They Might Be Giants as part of their fan club. If you paid X amount, they would make you like a 30-second theme song.
They write like a song every 5 minutes.
Yuchi wants to fangirl you and request a character song from you.
I already wrote Yuchi a terrible character song.
Okay, another one.
I yelled it into my phone at midnight.
It's got to involve like a random Disney character, but you get to pick.
Oh.
Wait, he gets to pick? Because I thought Yuchi would have said Peter Pan.
Well, there's a few.
I'm so confused.
Oh, do I have to like make it up right now?
If you want. she can re-listen to the show. We're recording it.
Yuchi, you have the biggest ears I've ever seen in person. And that is vaguely true. You know that Eugene is what phonetically I thought your name was the first time I heard someone call it across the room, and I was like, Eugene? That fursuit's name is Eugene? That's f***ing crazy. They're like, no, it's Japan. But no one wants to be Eugene when you go to the clubs. She won't fit in the doorway, no. If you have feet as big as hers, they will not let you in the club. Let's go to the club with Yuchi today. Everyone, I dress super, cause we're going to the club with Yuchi today. Get your glow sticks in your and come sail away.
I'll just leave that picture up.
That was
I feel
it.
like we gotta pay Pepper royalties now.
I will stream of consciousness at you for $20. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, people do... I was hoping that Vines did audio editing, but they don't. I had an idea where, like, I'll do a thing, because people do, like, I'm doing $10 icons. I'm like, all right, for $10, I will sing any of your tweets of your choice, but I can't figure out a way to concisely put it back out and have people show it.
You can use
You
this
can
to
just tweet a
record.
picture, but I don't know what to do with an audio bit.
Kokoro says, will there be a Rating Unifurse show next weekend?
Oh yeah, I'm off on Monday. I can stay up as late as you want.
I should be on next week, though I work the same hours, so I'm kind of like 10 to 7, so I don't get home until 8.
You guys could do a 4-hour show.
Oh, no, we're not Funday.
Ah,
I'm gonna sit here for 4 hours with puppets.
Hey, you know, I've done like an 8-hour rabbit hole, 8-9 hours before, so...
Because why not?
Because why not?
Pepper Coyote, thank you so much for being with us tonight and for sharing your amazing talents. Keep up the good work. Buy his music on iTunes, people. It's worth every cent.
So,
Hey, you know our ending slogan, don't you, Erica?
furry's just a hobby.
Furry isn't just a way of life. We believe it's the best way.
So, Keyboard Coyote, would you like to play us off?
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Am I allowed to swear on the show?
Go for it.
With karate, I'll kick your ass from here to Tiananmen Square. Yo, I'm gonna kick your dairy, yeah. You broke the rules. Now I pull out all your Hey, you Kyle betrayed me and then he lied, tried to hide, and I died deep inside. And you know the reason why. I'm gonna kick your ass from here to right over there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You broke the rules. Now I pull out all your hair. You
Have a good night, guys. Brand new Radiolon is next, followed by the Rabbit Hole, and followed by the Canine Sounds of Doggy Radio. Take care, guys. Have a great night.